How's it going, guys? Velox Torment here, bringing you another episode of my Final Fantasy VIII Let's Play. Sorry this episode's been a little bit delayed, but I've had a bunch of personal stuff going on. I've been ill for a few days as well, like waking up and having like an hour-long sneezing fit every morning. It's been horrible. I've had a bunch of work on with uni. Now, this is actually my second attempt at recording this, but it's only going to be the second attempt at recording this part, because I did this bit, and then I paused the video because I had some stuff to go do, and I did that yesterday, and I left my mic on mute until after I came back and started recording again, at which point I unmuted my mic. And when I went back and watched the video, I actually found that I had muted it for the entire of the first section, which is this bit. Which is incredibly depressing. Yeah, you can move around and it's kind of a cutscene. Oh, stop it! Stop it! Oh, Squall, you could have picked that up, man. The guy's spanner's gone. Well, yeah, anyway. So, this video is going to kind of be like spliced, and hopefully it's going to look right when it comes out on YouTube. I will pre-watch it after it's done, like, editing, to make sure, and if it's not, I will just turn it into 2 different episodes. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now, we're about to get into a boss fight, which kind of comes in like 3 parts, and we're going to be against initially just Biggs, then Wedge and Biggs, and then a creepy monster dude. I don't know what to call him, but the big monster guy, you can actually draw a GF from, which is the only bit of this battle I am even remotely interested in. So, let's try speedrunning this. Hopefully it works, because I've been struggling recently with this section. I don't normally, but for some reason I have this time. I've actually had to change my technique. Normally I just have Zell and Squall with GFs junctioned, but I've actually had to junction stuff to Selfie this time, just to actually like have any hope of doing it properly. Oh, holy hell, that was a lot of damage. Yes, Squall. Now, I can't for the life of me remember the easiest way to kill the next boss, because we're now against Biggs and Wedge. Biggs, it turns out, is actually a major in this game, whereas in Final Fantasy VII he was just kind of there. I'm sure was it Biggs and Wedge in Final Fantasy VII? Sounds about right. Now, I may actually need to check through how I have this game set up, because I'm hoping I've got it on ATB weight, but I may not. I'm going to be really upset if I don't. And here is Siren, the GF we can actually draw from him. And now we just go all out and attack him. You know what? I'm going to cast all three. Damn. Oh, it's got to have been a close one. Do I have it? I did not learn boost. I thought I had. But this is Ifrit. So we're actually going to might get to see all three. This is Ifrit's GF ability. Boosh! I will make a point of it to show you guys the GF summons every so often. Like, just so that you guys get to see what they look like. Because some of them are really cool, and like one of the ones you get really late on is actually long as hell, but does so much damage it's ridiculous. That was Ifrit, Quetzalcoatl, and now Shiva. Now, I'm still not 100% sure what gods they are. I'm fairly sure Quetzalcoatl is like the Aztec god of thunder or something like that. And I think, but I could be wrong, Ifrit is... I can't remember what Ifrit is, actually. I can't even think what he is. Oh damn, he is so weak. I'm hoping... Oh god, no. Please don't hit Squall. That's fine, hit Zell. Come on, Rough Divide. Ah, beautiful. Rough Divide. Come on, it's got to finish him. Oh yeah. First time this time. Yeah. Last time when I actually had my mic muted doing this, it took me like 4 attempts to defeat him. Which is actually a little bit embarrassing, but I'm not ashamed to admit it. I do still have those videos saved. So when the series is actually over, I may do... and there's Siren. What was I saying? I may do a fails video and just show me struggling and scrolling against these guys. Now, these are the new orders we've received, and it's essentially to withdraw. And as you'll remember, and as Squall points out, the withdrawal order takes priority over all other orders. Now, I'm going to pause the video. I'm actually going to pause the video here, I think. I say I'm going to pause it. I'm going to pause the recording here. I'm hoping I can do that. That's outstanding. Hello again, guys. I just had to go do some stuff. And let's continue with the game. Yes, we'll go down. Right. Now we have a little bit of a challenge. I don't know whether to call it a challenge or not. The challenge is, we have half an hour, well, we have 29 minutes and 20 seconds at this point, to get from here all the way down to the vessel we came in on, while being chased by this thing. Now, Squall may actually die. Just gonna wait and see, because this might have done it. Yeah, and we're gonna run away. Now, as I've said before, I am using an Xbox 360 controller, so it'll come up with weird buttons like buttons 9 and 10, which, if I was playing this on like a PlayStation 1 or using a PlayStation controller, escape would be like L2 and R2, if I remember rightly. But annoyingly, on the Xbox 360 controller, the triggers don't work. Now, I have learnt the technique for getting most of the way down without him like coming after you, as hopefully will be noted by this, by like how far down I get without getting into battles. And he just got trolled. Run, doggy, run! And there we go. I don't know about you guys, but I would be shitting myself if that thing was chasing me down. Oh, that's such a beautiful car. Oh, it looks so pretty, and it's now dead. I like the way, I think it has a chocobo on the hood. Like where the Rolls Royce has like the wing. What's actually on the Rolls Royce one? I don't know if there is one. Well, you know what I mean. Like where the emblem of the manufacturer goes. That car had a chocobo. Ah, and now we get this beautiful cutscene. I'm hoping that hasn't actually come up on the recording. If it has, that's a little bit funny. Basically, one of the pieces of software I've installed has some updates. I love the way Zell doesn't give a shit. He's just like, nah, let me in. And Selfie, who we don't even know that well, turns around to check if we're okay. And leap of faith, Hadouken. Silly little thing. That was close. Now, by my calculations, that took about 5 minutes. Now, this is actually going to be right at the end of the recording session for me today. Yeah, leaving it, and here's Rajan and Fujin. How'd it go? Man, all they did was get in my way. Being a leader ain't easy. All you did was... I don't know what you did actually, you just weren't there. Oh well. Okay, so now my mic... Not my mic, my face cam has decided to actually, like, not be frozen and be just like... Or whatever face it was. Good job. Where's Cypher? He's already buggered off, mate. Just be back at the garden by sundown, you're free till then. Okay, dismissed. And he's gone. Right, Now, as I've just said, this is going to be right at the end of the recording session, or like this section of it. What I'm going to do in between, well, okay, what I'm going to do between this section and the next bit, which will just appear for you guys, it will just be an instantaneous switch over. I'm going to go down to the beach like I did early on in the game, and I'm going to grind out, and I'm going to get a whole bunch of AP, and I'm going to get loads of abilities learned. If I remember rightly, I do actually go through that. If I don't, I will make a quick video just to update you, just to let you guys know what's happened. And that's about it from me. So, I'll see you in the next bit. Hello again, guys. Now, in between, well, the last recording and this recording, I went through and learnt some stuff. Quetzalcoatl learnt Elemental Defense Junction. Shiva learnt Spirit plus 20, and is midway through learning Vitality plus 20. Ifrit learnt Strength plus 20% and is currently partway through learning Elemental Defense Junction. And Siren actually learnt these three. Now, what I'm going to do is actually run back. Hold on, let me just move that. There we go. Yeah, I'm actually going to run back into Balam, hopefully avoiding battles. And I'm going to go play Zell's mum at cards. Whatever this is, I'm just going to kill it. And the reason I'm going to go play Zell's mum at cards is in an attempt to get the Zell card, which is quite useful to start getting a decent deck early on. Now, my phone is buzzing at me, I want to know why. Turns out somebody's just messaging me, it's nothing important. I actually do need to set something on my phone though. And yeah, both Zell and School are exceptionally powerful at the minute. I don't know if I junctioned the plus 20% though. Oh, leveling up, nice. And I'm going to check that now actually. I think it is Zell that has him. No, I want ability. Yes, Zell does have the plus 20%. As you can see, while I was going through grinding, getting the AP, levelling up as little as possible, I maxed out a lot of the magic. Now, I think I have already run into Zell's house. Yes, I have. Which means we missed out on a little bit of dialogue, but it's nothing major. Yo, Zell! Yo, stop, troublemaker! And it's down here. Ooh, an older shoot. Wow. Now, I do want to get as many of them as possible. Zell, your ma's babysitting me again. I ain't causing her no trouble. Your ma can be pretty strict too. I better be good now that you're here. I'm strong and all, but I can't take both you and your Martin. It's like a double punch, you know. I get KO'd just like that. Right, let's play my cards. Have a little bit of a warm up. Now, one thing I do want to do is get as many of the El Noil cards. Now that is gonna sound a little bit odd. I'm not sure where I want to play this. Or how I want to play this, I should say. I'm gonna go for that one. That's not the smartest move. Yeah. That actually works quite heavily in my favour. Yeah, figured he was going to do that. But we have won this. Now, none of these cards are overly useful to me. But I'm going to go for the Tombury. Because I think if I convert that, I can actually get a chef's knife, which is useful because you need it to get one of Squall's more powerful weapons, so he isn't going to change what he's saying. Now we're going to have one game of cards. Yeah, you're not allowed to go up into Zell's room. We're going to have one game of cards against Zell's mum. Now, if she plays the card first time, I am going to giggle. May not actually giggle on camera or on headset, but I will be... Oh, crap. No. Yeah, we want to get as many of them as possible. I think I need about 20, because if we do, if I can get those, which will mean a lot of cards, I can actually get the... Oh, she hasn't played it. Bastard. We can get the Lionheart. Sorry, mine went back then. Couldn't remember what it's called. Which, as I've said, is Squall's ultimate weapon. Now, I'm going to make a sacrifice here. So we can get a double, and then... If I'd actually read, I would have known that that would have been a safe move. I'm going to get the Tombury King, because I'm not sure which one gives me a chef's knife. Right, now one more game of cards. And if she doesn't, then I will just pause recording and keep going off screen until she does play it. No, I don't want Tombury King. She hasn't played it. Right, I will see you guys in a minute. I'm just going to pause the recording and go on my own for a bit. Hello guys. Now that didn't actually take me anywhere near as long as I was expecting it would. And as you can see, in the top left hand corner there is the Zell card. Now, I need to play really tactically in an attempt to win that card. So, with that in mind, I'm going to play that there. It's an odd move. It has a reason. I need to win that card back. Now I'm going to go there. Now there's a reason for this, because that happens, and then boom, we get a double. We're 6-4 up. There we go, guys. There we go. Got the Zell card. That's what I've been after. Now, it really didn't take me as many goes as I was anticipating. I was expecting it to take a lot longer. But we got a few Gespers. Well, we got a Gesper, which is massively useful. Because using the card mod, we can get a black hole. Now, actually, I can get a chef's knife as well, which is nice. And I don't normally do... No, I'm going to leave it and wait. But, yeah. Where is it? Where's the El Noil card? There it is. Yeah. We need to get 10 El Noil cards to get 1 energy crystal. I don't even know if this is going to be any use. So we may need to level up Ifrit before then. Hold on, I need to see. Yeah. We need to level up Ifrit a bit, because one of the abilities he does eventually learn is the ammo refine ability, which allows you to refine ammo from items, I believe. And the energy crystal, which you get from the 10 El Noils, gives you the ability to what does it do? Can't remember now. Oh yeah, it turns into pulse ammo, which you need to get in order to get the Lionheart. It's one of the items you need. Now, what I've just done with Christus is, as you saw, I turned one of the Gesper cards into a black hole. The black hole allows Christus to learn the limit break move, Generator. And as you can see, it kills 1 enemy. Now, that's not necessarily true. It doesn't always kill them. There are a few enemies where it doesn't work on. And one thing I've attempted to work out many times before, but I've never been able to, is why one of the things it doesn't work on is the Gat? I don't know if I have one of the cards, actually. I'll have a look. See if I do. Might do. I evidently do not have one of the cards. Well, I'll show you one in a bit, because they're all over the place in the training area. Now, I'm going to take a quick trip over here, and I'm going to introduce you to the Card Queen. She's the Queen of Cards, and she basically just travels around the world, and you can actually get her to pass rules all over the place. Now, you can actually play against her as well, which I am going to do. I'm going to have a game against her. Yeah. I'm going to challenge her, because she does sometimes have some really good cards, and now that we have Zell, yeah. What am I not picking up instead? That one. No, that's fine, actually. I'm going to continue with my technique. Now, none of those cards are, at first glance, particularly useful. But they all do have uses, as will become apparent. I'm going to play there, which is a strange move. And then I'm going to play there. Again, a little bit strange. But this is why. If I take that, I'm going to go 8-2 up, and they're just going to bring it back to 7-3 by taking the card in the middle. But because of the fact that the difference rule is active, means that I get to pick 4 cards. I'm going to pick those 4. I don't particularly need any of these cards as far as I know. I'm going to play one more time. Let's have a look at how long I've got left for this recording. So I've actually started keeping a timer now, because I'm sick of going over like the blocks I set myself. So let's go again. One last game of cards against her. And as I say, like you can play against other people throughout the game, and you can just cause rules to be spread throughout the entire of the world, which is really quite cool. Slightly tempting. I'm going to do it. Now that's odd. I was not anticipating that move. However, no harm done. Yeah, we'll take that one. Play it safe. Now he's done that. Gonna play there again. It's a slightly defensive move, but you know, just protecting. And I may have actually just got one of the cards I was on about just now. I do. It's a Grat. Now, for whatever reason, that is one of the few things that Degenerator does not work on. Now, I'm hoping I can get to play something decent in this last attempt. I know I said that last time, but we've only got a couple of minutes left. And I figure it would make more sense to do this than to attempt to get anywhere. Now, again, none of those cards are particularly brilliant. However, I don't even know what it's called anymore, which is actually a little bit shocking. I can play a lot less defensively this time because of the cards she's picked. So I'm going to play there. It's part of my technique. I always do it. And to be honest, it always seems to work for me. Oh, if I play Zell, nothing can take him, amazingly, which makes me quite happy. Now, I'm actually going to take that one back, because she could have played a card down there which would have taken that card back. Now we get 4 cards again. Now, Mesmerize is exceptionally useful, I think, but I could be completely wrong. I'm going to take those 4. And I'm basically just going to briefly go over how some of the abilities work. Like, I think I've showed you card mod before, but I'll show you on something different. I don't know what Cockatrice Potion does actually. Find out what we can do with it. Dragon Fin. Now I'm actually going to make a Dino Bone, which is odd because I do like to try and keep hold of one of each card, but I know I can get more dinosaurs. Now with the Tool Refine ability, you can go through these and make stuff. Like, only certain things will actually allow you to create something. And I don't know if I want any of these actually. Holy Waters. I can't remember what Holy Water does. I think it has the same effect of Holy. It just, like, causes excessive amounts of damage to anything that has Holy. No, anything that's undead. Wow. I may well be looking to get more chef's knives. Regen. Okay, so I'm going to be going through. Oh, that's my alarm. Sorry about that. I'm going to be going through. I'm probably going to be playing more cards off screen to try and get more chef's knives and mesmerized blades, because those are 2 very useful spells. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. There again, guys. Wasn't actually intending to do this. I was intending to just leave that episode where it ended. But I went back in and I was like, you know what, I'll go give Zell's mum another game of cards, because she quite often has some decent cards which I'd like. And this appeared. And I don't remember ever seeing this before. So I figured I'd take you guys through it as well, because it's something new to me. It might be new to you guys as well. How's it going? Good to see you, Zell. You look stronger every time I see you. Well, yeah, I guess so. Been raging up a storm all over the place. That's very good, but here in Balam, my boy is doing the same, trying to be like you. Yo, so you're saying it's my fault? He looks up to you, he can't help it. Don't want to talk to you. Zell, you better not be causing others any trouble. Now, I'm going to go talk to the little boy, because clearly that's who they're on about. I've been a pretty good boy today. All I did was bring back a frog. Wow. Better not tell anyone. You know what, I'm going to go tell your mum that you brought back a frog. Oh well. You know what, I'm going to give her another game of cards on screen for you guys. I know it's a pretty boring thing for you guys to watch, but she might actually produce something useful with you guys here. That seems to be my lucky charm. Oh, look at that, a blitz. Oh, as well as one of them. Now, I'm going to have to play this carefully. Can't beat that, so we'll do that. It's a move I wouldn't normally play. Can take that, but this is sensible. That is why it's sensible. Now, I'm actually going to go for one of them. And I'm going to go for one more game with you guys, because, yet again, you guys seem to be quite lucky for me. Trade rule all? Oh, hell. I haven't seen that rule all that often. This could work out very well for me, because I want some of those cards. I really want some of them. That's quite useful. Yes, I will do that. So it forces that move. Which then allows for that move. Which then allows for that move. Play it sensibly. Oh, I love it all. You guys, like, I'm pinning that one on you guys. I wouldn't have got that if it wasn't for you guys being here. So are you. Right. Right, because you guys really are, like, my lucky charm here. One more game, see how it goes. Trade rule is all again. You guys. Truly heroic. Oh yeah, no, we don't want that. Some of those cards are really useful. I need to be careful how I do this. They can't beat a 5, so we'll go there. I know that kind of limits Ifrit, but there is reasoning for this. Seems crazy, but sometimes the crazy stuff just might work. And yet again, we get all of the cards. And again, I'm pinning that on you. You guys are my heroes right now. Alright, I think that's going to be the end of this episode. It's a fairly long one. I think it's going to be pushing for half an hour in total. But thanks for stopping by. Thank you for watching if you got this far. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next episode.